The Euro-Asia Interconnector, the 1,518-kilometer subsea power cable connecting the Israeli, Greek and Cypriot power grids to continental Europe, has entered its final stage, with the project promoter awarding 3 studies that will pave the way for the pre-works phase, leading to its implementation and commissioning. During a ceremony at the European Parliament office in Cyprus, the Euro-Asia Interconnector officially awarded the 3 studies to 2 Italian companies, Cesi SPA and Gas SRL, both leaders in their respective fields. The studies are for the technical design, the reconnaissance study for the optimum route, and an environmental impact study. All of them are expected to be complete during 2016.
It is with profound joy that I welcome you all this afternoon in the EU House for this special event of such high importance, not only for the involved countries in this flagship project of the Euro-Asia Interconnector, but also for the European Union as a whole.
As everybody knows, electricity and energy is, is of great importance for everybody, and is of great importance for the European Union as well. And I think this was a very ambitious project from the beginning, but basically it shows that if you are committed to a goal, and it's a goal that has a desirable effect, and everybody wishes this project to be completed, you can achieve your goal. Today marks basically I would say the official start of the technical study of the program, and hopefully let's wish that everything goes well, and soon we will be able to celebrate the enactment of the construction of the cables. So I would like to congratulate once again Mr. Nasos Ktoridis and his team, and of course everybody from all the 3 countries that have contributed to this project, and wish you the best. Thank you very much.
The project was initially announced in January 2012 and will have a capacity to transmit 2,000 megawatts in either direction, ending the electricity isolation of Israel and Cyprus and parts of Greece, enhancing also the trans-European network of electricity grids.
In June 2012, as Energy Minister, I signed the proposal to send to Europe. And it's, of course, a great day today to see that it's success. The EU Commission accepted to be such a project in the program Connecting Europe. I am a member in the Committee for Energy, Industry and Research in the European Parliament. Always, in my interference, I speak about the need to end the isolation of member states like Cyprus. I express all the times how useful it is for the peace and the prosperity in the region that Europe be present not only with project to support project, also politically in the East Mediterranean. East Mediterranean is the one with the new resources in Cyprus, exclusive economic zone in Israel, is very important to support the energy security of the EU. And it's also important to have such a project. They connect East Mediterranean Europe, like the Euro-Asia Interconnector. We have also, we discuss also, and we have the project like the Euromed pipeline. And also in the future we must think about to have in Cyprus one energy hub, and that is very important for Cyprus, very important for EU. That means that Cyprus as a member state can be very useful for the cooperation in the region, very useful to be a bridge for peace, a bridge for energy, a bridge for electricity between the European Union and the Middle East.
The recent discovery of vast natural gas deposits in the eastern Mediterranean within Cyprus, Israeli and Egyptian maritime zones that are expected to be on stream by the end of the decade has also contributed to the importance of this transcontinental project that will effectively help reduce the carbon emission rates of the producer and consumer national grids linked to this energy highway project.
This project was born out of an urgent necessity and love for one's country. This is why, when it was first announced, it may have sounded like a romantic idea. On January 2012, we simply said that we wanted to connect 3 countries lacking the necessary infrastructure with an electrical cable buried in the sea. The skeptics and the cynics justifiably were exclaiming, how are you going to get over this obstacle, and then the next, and then all over the other obstacles you are bound to face? But we knew that there was, as long as we keep our sights fixed on our goal, each obstacle will become a learning experience and just another stepping stone.
On November 18, the European Commission released a revised list of 195 projects of common interest, also known as PCIs, across the EU that included the Eurasia Interconnector based on their significant benefits in market integration and enhancing competition, improve security of energy supply, and reduce CO2 emissions.
Today, the countries of Israel, Cyprus and Greece and the European Union celebrate another decisive step towards the realization of a dream that in January 2012 began as just 3 connecting lines on the map. We are happy to acknowledge that the Eurasia Interconnector may become famous for its magnitude and advanced technology, but what is at the heart of this project is the prosperity and security of the 3 countries and the entire continent. The project benefits are real and tangible. They are in line with the European and national energy policy and targets. They include a significant reduction of CO2 emissions, integration of renewable energy sources, and increase of security of supply.
During a ceremony held in cooperation with the European Parliament office in Nicosia, in the presence of Cyprus Transport Minister Marios Dimitriadis, the project's CEO Nasos Chtoridis and Project Director George Killas signed the commissioning contracts for the 3 surveys on the environmental impact, technical design and route of the project to the winning companies. Also present were Andreas Kettis, head of the European Parliament office in Cyprus, and the ambassadors of Israel, Greece and Italy. The cable is expected to be laid at a depth of up to 2,612 meters below the sea, and the partners are considering expanding the project after its completion in order to double its capacity, possibly up to 4,000 megawatts.
Look at the project as a whole. This is a very challenging project. It will be a 1,500 meters link connecting 4 countries, basically 3 countries, 4 terminals, and the cable to be laid into the sea at depth reaching 2,700 meters. How can we do that? How can we support Euro-Asia Interconnector to do that? Well, basically 2 studies will support this implementation. The first one will have to answer the question, is the technology right there today or at target years when the implementation should happen? In order to answer this question, we have to perform this survey, looking very carefully and very thoroughly with the manufacturers of the electromechanical equipment in order to make sure that the right technology will be there at the right time when it's needed. So that's the first study, the technological study. Then there is the environmental study that answers the following question. Where is the link that has to follow the route in order to be less risky as possible? In order to answer that question, we will have to perform careful studies in order to determine the best routing of the link among the 4 countries, the 3 countries. We are not a company that provides only services to European companies. We are a worldwide leader in technical consulting services. And by the way, probably we are one of the most referenced company worldwide in this field.
It will be very important because it's a strategic investigation for us. It will be a completely new idea to evolution, and also looking on the subsea, it will be for us interesting to see what we will get at the end of the job. Well, I think it will be a lot of benefit for the island, and in terms of for business, for job, we will have a vessel over here to investigation for the area. So there will be involving the area and local employees. Now, I think all area will be very interesting. All area. We already done some job in the past in the area, and it's very interesting to looking on the subsea area of Cyprus. No, it's interesting because the morphology and the geophysical area is very, very interesting. Geological aspect is very, very important. I think it's very important because, you know, it's European knowledge, European experience, and let me say, Italian flag for us is very important at the moment to be in the scientific area.
Work on the initial 329-kilometer cable link between Israel and Cyprus is expected to begin in 2017 and be completed in 2019. The second phase will connect the Greek island of Crete to Attica in mainland Greece in 2020, and the third and final phase will connect the cable from Cyprus to Crete with a view of full implementation of this electricity highway by the year 2022. The expected cost of Step 1 and Step 2 of the project is 1.5 billion euros and will be undertaken in full by the Euro-Asia Interconnector.